Gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. For today, I'm going to be showing you guys how to get into Airsoft. Now, the first thing you guys want to do to get into Airsoft is you want to identify your local site. Your local site will be any game site for Airsoft that is near accessible to you and is a place where you can easily go to without much of a hassle. Now, for a while before I even got into Airsoft, I wanted to play Airsoft for about 3 years before I actually got to play. I had no idea that I live within a kilometer from an Airsoft game site. So where are the sources where you can find game sites? First, take a look at Facebook and YouTube. The reason why I suggest these two things is because that's where you can specifically search for game sites within your area much easier. So let's say you find a game site, you take interest in it, try to look for the name. If you can't find the game site there, you can take a look at Facebook. There are Facebook groups out there that are meant for locating game sites within your region. Reach out to them, make your own posts, ask if there are any game sites within your city, and you're pretty much good to go. Somebody is guaranteed to respond, at least if not within your city, the nearest one where you live. The next thing I am going to cover is contacting that game site. Most of the time, game sites have their own Facebook group or Facebook page as well. Message and reach out to them. Once you've reached out to these game sites, you can ask these following questions. 1. When do the games start? Figure that out. Try to find out when the game starts. And most of the time, Airsoft games happen around Sunday, sometimes Saturday, but most of the time Sunday. The next question you want to ask is, how do I join a game? Depending on the game site, there are some game sites out there where they allow walk-ins. There are some game sites out there that require you to pay before going. Now, the third thing you want to ask is ask the admins if they have rental. Most of the time, fields have rental units on standby. So this may include a primary weapon, a vest of some sort, and head and eye protection. So those are going to be your main gear that you're going to use when you first start getting into the games. Now, there are going to be people out there that already owned an airsoft gun or already wanted to buy an airsoft gun before their first game. As much as you can, start with rental. There's a reason for this. A lot of people who get into airsoft and already have gear that, especially if it's gear that they are not actually comfortable with, they find out the hard way that it doesn't match your playstyle. Get a feel for what the game is like first, and also try to figure out if the hobby is even meant for you, if it's something you enjoy, before you make any purchases. I know a lot of people out there that started buying stuff immediately, even though it was only their first and second game. Give it a couple of games, feel what it feels like, and then get an idea for what you want to do with your airsoft loadout. If you don't know how you play, or if you don't know what you're interested in, down the road, all that gear and kit is just going to be a burden in the field if it doesn't match your playstyle. Now, the next step is to familiarize yourself with the rules. The Facebook page of the game site oftentimes posts the rules in the front of their page. It should be pinned as one of the top posts in their page, so you should immediately see it. If not, ask the admins about it. Again, don't be afraid to ask. They are really welcoming to newbies. Newbies are the future of this hobby, and everybody knows that. So don't be afraid to ask. Rules are very important. They cover things for a reason. The reason why there are rules is to keep everybody to play safe, so that we can avoid injuries or any potential ways to ruin the fun. We don't want to ruin the fun. That's why there are rules and regulations. Just remember, some of the universal rules in airsoft include: you're not allowed to blind fire. Call your hits, obviously. So please call your hits. Look at me in the eye. Call your hits. And finally, my last piece of advice is packing. This is going to be your first airsoft game. You don't have to worry about packing a lot. You're just packing what you need. 3 essentials for you guys, especially for the guys out there who are going to rent their first game. These are the 3 essential things that you need to worry about when packing: extra food, extra water, and extra money. That's basically it. Other than that, the next thing you need to worry is transportation. And that just wraps it up for today's video, guys. I wanted to keep it short and simple for you guys so that you can immediately get out there and start playing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have a friend out there who wants to get into airsoft, go ahead and share this video to them. Share it to your friends, your family, your mom, your dad, whoever wants to get into airsoft. Share it. Because in the end, the reason why I started this channel is so that I can share my experiences and reach out to those who want to get into this hobby. So without wasting any more of your time, that just wraps up for today's video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I'll see you in the field.